I'm leaving Japan for the first time in 3.5 years and headed back to Australia. And I wanted to take some gifts back for family and friends, but I wanted to take everyday snacks, beauty products, and the treats that people living in Japan would actually buy. Somehow my shopping trip turned into all of this, and I have to fit it inside my suitcase along with my clothes. There are a few things I need to do to get the house ready, and I want to build a small capsule wardrobe that will give me enough outfits without overpacking. The question is, can I fit in all of this, build a wardrobe that actually works, and leave the house ready without turning my final day into complete chaos? Of course, I'm going to miss Millie terribly while I'm away, but she will be in the best of care at the cat hotel. We've had many practices now, and she's getting quite used to it. So I'm not as worried as I was the first time I dropped her off there. It feels really strange to get my suitcase out because I haven't traveled with this suitcase since I came to Japan. It's a really large size and it's quite heavy, so I decided it's probably going to be best to do all of my packing downstairs rather than trying to carry a heavy suitcase full of clothes down the stairs. And it's quite awkward because it is quite large. My stairs are also really, really steep. Yesterday was actually my first day of summer vacation, so I took myself off to the gym, then the onsen, and by then I was really, really hungry, so I thought I'd go and have some lunch before I went shopping, and I'm bringing you along. And I thought, you know what? I am going to have a Japanese lunch and treat myself. I was starving and I felt like I'm on holidays already, so I decided to have lunch after the onsen. And then we're going to go gift shopping, and I'm going to literally shop till I drop because I don't have any time left. I'm really going to miss the Japanese rice. That's one thing I love about Japanese food. The rice is so delicious, and at a shop like this, it's all locally grown as well. I went for the chicken nam bun, if you're wondering what I was eating. So before I hit the shops for souvenirs, I need to get some little containers for traveling and some gift bags that I'm going to put the souvenirs in. So I thought I'd drop off at the Seria, which is a 100 yen store, and just get a few of these travel items before I go gift shopping. The whole time I'm in Australia, I'm actually couch surfing, so I wanted to get products that would just help make life easier. Then I came across these really cute bath bombs for kids. Look at this, it's a poo. And one of my friends actually has little boys, so I couldn't resist. I thought I have to get that. I also found an awesome plant watering system, which will be great for whilst I'm away as well. I couldn't film inside the supermarket. That was my next stop. I went to our local really big supermarket here in Wakayama called Okua, and basically I just filled up 2 big bags. I found everything I wanted at the one shop. I actually had a really good shopping list written on my phone. It saved me so much time. As I've been thinking about people and visiting them, I've been thinking about what they might like. I definitely wanted to give souvenirs. Everyone who's visited me in Japan has been stocking me up on things like Vegemite. But at the end of the day, this is what I got. So much. It looks so much, but I will be seeing a lot of people, and I wanted to make sure they had lots of things. These are the bath bombs that I was showing you. So I got 2 that are the shape of a poo. And so what happens is the bath fizzes, the bath bomb fizzes, and then you're left with a cute little toy inside. I also got 2 cats as well. For my adult friends, I got onsen water. So these are awesome onsen salts. So I got big packs, and what I can do is divvy it up with my friends and they can all try it. My mum loves Japanese sunscreen, so I got her some Japanese sunscreen. And then one group of my girlfriends are going to get some Japanese lip balm. I use this. I really like it. One of them is with colour and one without. It's really awesome. It's winter in Australia, so things like bath salts and lip balm are perfect. My dad loves coffee, so do I. This is the Kansai blend. I really love it. After I've had this blend, I can't drink any other coffee, so I thought I'd bring some for Dad. My youngest son is a gym junkie, so I wanted to make sure he got the protein bars. He loves trying Japanese protein bars, so I got those for him. I'm going to visit all of my aunties. So they're my dad's sisters. So I wanted to get them just some different items that were from all different places in Japan. And they've got, it's like a gumi, which is a soft treat. And they've got where it's made in on the label. So I'll be able to explain to them where each of the items is from. One of my friends is a chocoholic, so they're getting chocolate. And my eldest son absolutely loves jagariko. So I bought him every type of jagariko that I could find on all the different shelves. And a few other friends are getting these kinoko no yama, and that comes in matcha and chocolate and strawberry, and they're all individual packs. And some kalpes, which is normally a drink, but it comes in this little marshmallow, and some baby star ramen. These are great because I can break them all up and give everyone lots of little packages filled with lots of things to try. These are a health snack. They're collagen and calcium and vitamin D. So yeah, a whole assortment of things that you can find in the supermarket that I think are going to be perfect gifts for my friends. Now I just have to see if I can fit everything in my suitcase. I'm not planning on taking much of my own stuff over, just basic clothes and things like that. But most of the space I was hoping to fill up with souvenirs and then have a pretty empty suitcase to come back with so that I could buy things that I need here in Japan that I haven't been able to get. Of course, I'm going to film as much as I can of my trip to Australia to share with you as well. Now, I came up with the idea to put all of the food and gifts in a separate bag. I thought this might be the best way. Australia has very strict biosecurity controls, and I'll be declaring that I have food on my declaration. So there's a chance they may want to see what I have. Everything here is okay to bring into Australia, but it might need inspecting, so I thought this is the easiest way. A friend of mine wants me to bring some Japanese sake samplers, so I found them in cardboard boxes, which is actually a lot safer than bringing glass, but I'm still a little bit worried, so I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag. And all of the smaller things, just to keep everything tidy, I'm just going to put those in little bags as well. And then while I'm traveling, I can probably use these plastic bags for different things as I go. Last week, I had a little time to go to Yuasa, which is in Wakayama, and it's actually the birthplace of soy sauce. And I made a trip especially because last time Mum was here, she really loved the soy sauce that we got from this town. So I made a little trip to get her some. The lady recommended this 2-pack. She said it was a great way to try the 2 different flavors and appreciate the difference in the soy sauce making. So it looks like everything food related is going to fit easily into this one bag, which is exactly what I need just to be able to make it easy when I land. Now, for the last 2 weeks, I've been very conscious about what I buy as far as food goes in the house and trying to eat down all of the food that was in my fridge and making sure I didn't have any leftover fresh produce that can go off while I'm away. And I think I've managed mostly okay. I do have a few leftovers in the fridge, so I can't just leave them in there. I've got to clean it out, and also I want to just have a look at the fresh produce I have and see if there's anything I can make with that to finish it off before I fly out. I really got distracted from trying to pack and I started avoiding my clothes, which is a situation I've got going on. I really need to start thinking about what I'm going to wear while I'm in Australia because it is winter there. But when I say winter, I had a look at the temperatures and the top is currently 20 degrees. So that's more like spring or autumn in Japan. The temperatures where I live in Brisbane and also where I'm going in Sydney are really, really mild. So I do really need to just pack for mild temperatures. And once I started getting out the leftovers and things like that, I ended up just cleaning the fridge because where I took the plates and things out, I could see that there was, a bit of gunk on the glass. So I'm going to give everything a bit of a wipe down. So when I come home and open the fridge door, it feels nice. I've got to get through this fruit, so I think I'm going to be living on some chopped fruit for the next day. I also found 3 carrots, which I had missed before, so I might be having some carrots dipped in miso sauce. Have you ever tried that? You get a little bit of miso and mayonnaise, mix it together, and it's a perfect dipping sauce for something like carrot sticks. So that might actually be my dinner tomorrow. For tonight's dinner, I have ordered some takeout because I'm feeling quite hungry. I've got my breakfast sorted for tomorrow, and I'm going to do fruit and carrot sticks and miso for lunch before I depart. I was really surprised how quickly today went. I didn't really get as much done as I hoped for. I guess I'm just going to have to pack my clothes last minute tomorrow. And right on cue, the doorbell rang and my early dinner has arrived. If ever I'm ordering takeout in Japan, I do it pretty early because when it gets busy, they take forever to deliver. I think deliveries in somewhere like Tokyo or Osaka would be a lot faster. But I have to remember I am in a country town and I'm just so lucky there even are food deliveries. I got this from a store called Hottomoto and it was delivered by Demae-kan. I don't know how healthy it is, but it always tastes good. A few of you asked me, why aren't I taking Millie back to Australia with me? And if you're Australian, you would know it's just impossible to bring animals into the country. You've got so many quarantine rules and things like that. So yeah, it would be impossible. She'd have to be in a 30 or 60-day quarantine. And I can't put her through that. I'm not even there for that long myself. Now, I love my shampoo in Japan. The one I'm using right now is called Uniplex, and Australia has really hard water, and always my hair goes really frizzy in Australia. When I'm in Japan, the water is a lot softer and my hair, is a lot nicer. So I want to take back some of my Japanese shampoo, and I got these at Seria, and they're squishy packs, so you'll be able to squish out all the shampoo right to the end. So I'm really glad I found these. They're going to be so convenient. And the shampoo I use came with a mask as well. So I'm going to need all of that so I don't get frizzy hair while I'm back home. I'm not someone that likes to iron, but I am going to iron all of my clothes as I pack them because I think it's just going to be a lot easier on the go than trying to borrow people's irons at their houses. So I'm going to get everything ironed up and pack it nicely. I'm going to lay everything out on the countertop just so I can get a clear idea of what clothes I have, what will mix and match, and just definitely not overpack. I have a big problem with overpacking when it comes to clothes. So I'm going to try the capsule wardrobe, which is just using plain block colors that all go well together, and I can change my tops and bottoms. So I'm going to go for like probably four different bottoms and 4 different tops and 2 jackets, and that should be plenty, and a nice shirt. I've got a couple of times where I'm going out to fancy restaurants with some friends, so I want to make sure I have some nicer looking outfits as well. So this is the color scheme I'm going for, as plain as I can, just a nice shirt for when we go out, nice, a jacket because it's 20 in the day but it's probably 10 at night, a few shirts, one nice sweater and a bit of a cardigan, and I feel like that should do me for the whole trip. And I'm going to go with 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of sneakers and then a nicer pair. I got this little canvas bag tote at Uniqlo and I'll throw that in as well so that when I go out I just have a little something separate to my handbag if I do any shopping while I'm out. Luckily, Millie has just really stopped her shedding of her fur now, so I'm not too worried about her being in my suitcase. If this was the start of summer, there's no way she'd be in there because all my clothes would be covered in her little sprinkles. What did you think of the gifts I got to take back to Australia? Some pretty common things, but I'm hoping that all my friends and family will like them. Thanks so much for watching this week's video, and next time I see you, hopefully I'll be in Australia. See you later. Bye.